All right, you guys, welcome to another Minute Against Nonsense. Again, this is a movement. It's not entertainment. I'm not here to entertain you. We may have interesting looking thumbnails, but the intent is not to entertain you. It's just to give us a more professional look as we record these videos. This particular clip we're going to check out here and have a discussion briefly is it came out 3 days ago approximately. So I'm recording this on January 9th, 2023. It came out of Fox 5 Atlanta, January 6th. Okay, January 6th, and there was a shootout at a perimeter mall. Okay, that's the name of the mall, Perimeter Mall. So we're going to drop this logo here, okay, and we're going to get into this.
Perimeter Mall as gunfire rings out, sending shoppers running. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Police say two people exchanged gunfire inside the mall near the food court late this afternoon.
Now, stop. I can't even get too far without jumping in here. What would make you shoot someone at a mall with so many innocent bystanders around, right? There are children there, there are moms there, there are dads there, there are elderly people there. Why would you do that? It's absolute nonsense, right? It's nonsense, right? Here's another question for those of you who've grown up in urban centers, right? If you were in a situation, let's just assume, I'm assuming there's a hypothetical here, okay? So before people berate me in the comment section, hypothetically speaking, let's say you guys already knew you had problems with each other and you were willing to kill each other over it. Would you be in a public space where you could be a target? Where you could be targeted while you're distracted. All right. And I'm not saying that to say go cower in fear because someone has threatened you, but if you understand that if you run in it, just personalize it. Again, this is a hypothetical. If you know in your heart the next time you see this person, you want to shoot at them, would you go to a public space armed and ready to, if you run into this person, I'm gonna shoot him or her, so to speak? But again, this is men against nonsense, so we're talking about men. So those are like red flags that jump out to me immediately. And again, when I bring these clips, I don't watch them all the time first, because I like for the information to come out organically, and also I really live by these principles that I'm talking about. I don't put myself in situations where I'm going to harm another man unjustly. Secondly, I don't want to harm anyone's children for any reason. I have no need to do that. Okay, that opens up another can of worms. I'm from some of the baddest urban areas on the East Coast, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to cause that kind of war to start. Right? It's not what you want, especially if you don't believe in engaging in nonsense. Let's continue.
Fox 5's Denise Dillon is there live outside the mall tonight. Denise, you talked to people who were inside when those shots were fired.
I did, and many say it was just terrifying. They say some people were screaming and running for the exits, while others were taking cover and hiding in the back rooms of stores.
We've run into the back, and they have closed the door.
Nancy Meyerson used Facebook to let her friends and family know she was safe and was hiding in the back room of a store after gunfire erupted inside Perimeter Mall.
I'd like to interject briefly. Using social media, I understand you want to let your family know you're safe. Again, this is men against nonsense, but I just have to say this. I got to get this off my chest. Please forgive me, fellas. We use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter too much. We're dependent on these resources for communication. And you know, if you grew up before 2000, if you were born before the year 2000, I mean, you couldn't communicate instantaneously. Okay, now cell phones are awesome to a certain extent, but we have to learn not to get on these platforms. I mean, giving your location and tagging people. I mean, there's so much wrong with that. By the way, speaking of which, guys, don't post your children on social media. Please don't. There are too many perverts on social media for you to paste your child all over your profile. Anyway, I am digressing so hard. So the point is that these two individuals, you know, exchange gunfire in the middle of the mall. Women and children are there. You know, you have someone hiding. They have to broadcast on social media in order to let their family know they're safe. I mean, this is an absolute worst case scenario. Maybe not worst case scenario, but it's a horrible scenario in the sense that, you know, so many people could have been harmed as a result of what exactly, we don't know. But it's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be nonsense. It's going to be nonsense. Now, I'm not advocating stalking anybody or walking behind them at their car, but why shoot them try to shoot them in the middle of a food court where people are going to be? You hate him that much that your love for other human beings just doesn't matter? Well, that's nonsense.
We heard massive shooting. There were about 5 to 6 progressive fast shots. Everyone was running everywhere.
The shooting happened just before 5 near the food court.
Yo, somebody just got shot, bro.
I was over there eating Chipotle, and then I was eating my burrito.
And see, and that was the reason why I brought up the social media posting. Fellas, we don't need to do this. Okay, let's go back to that. This young guy, whoever he is, no, absolutely not. That's no reason to stream this. There was no reason to stream that. That's just to engage in the buffoonery and the nonsense of getting clicks and likes on the social media. And again, I am digressing, but since this issue is present, I just want to address it. But again, why would you do this? Why would you shoot in a mall? A mall is not a place for a shootout. I really can't think. Yeah, I can think of a place for a shootout. There's only one place that I could really think of there being a necessity for a shootout. It's someone trying to break and enter into your house. Yeah, that's the place for a shootout. And let me not go any further. I don't want to get any strikes here.
I was over there eating Chipotle, and then I was eating my burrito, and then I just hear it bang, 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 bang. I just got up, grabbed my girl, and we just ran.
Police raced to the mall and found one man on the ground.
The suspect and the victim appeared to just have a very brief verbal altercation of some kind, and the suspect pulled out the gun first, fired at the victim, struck him, and then the victim actually returned fire and struck.
So, and this is the whole point. I knew without watching this video, I hate to say this, I knew without watching this footage, it was 2 men, biological men. By the way, go watch The Secrets of a Man Part 1. We're working on Part 2 right now as we speak. Watch our video, Secrets of a Man Part 1. I knew it was biological men that would engage in this buffoonery over some words. Over words. You're gonna shoot a guy over some words? Words. Weak. You're weak. Hey, if you feel that you have to hit a guy, shoot a guy, stab a guy, stomp a guy, strangle another biological male or woman for that matter, but another man over some words, you're weak. You're effeminate. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up in jail with no freedom or control over your whereabouts or how you can go and come and what you can eat over some words. Words. Now, I hate to use the old cliche saying, but it's very valuable. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you. It just is what it is. They're words. You have some people want to go to bat over someone disrespecting their wife, right? Now I'm stepping out here on a limb alone here. I know some people are going to dislike this right now as they hear me say this. You know, unsubscribe, whatever. No, but just hear me out for a second. Hear me out. Give me 15 seconds to say this. Because someone has hurt your wife's feelings, is it now necessary to harm them physically? Is it really? Is it worth losing your freedom? Now you shot somebody because you felt like they disrespect your wife. Just think about it. See, put it on a scale and weigh your options. That's the point, and I'm going to leave that there because, again, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. But, again, no nonsense policy for your life. You don't take unnecessary risks. If someone puts their hands on your wife, oh, that's different. I'd never tell you to leave that situation alone. But words, you could kindly say, sir, listen, say what you will, as long as you keep your hands to yourself. Just know you're safe. Yep. You're safe. Long as you're talking, you're safe. And you keep your hands to yourself, you're absolutely safe. And I hope we both can remain safe at the end of this day. And you look him in his eyes like a man and you let him know you mean business just from your look. I'm not saying ice grill him, give him the meanest grimace in the world. No, you look at him like a man, calm, stern, and strong, and let him know you're nice, you're lovely and safe as long as you just use your words and not your hands. You're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna forgive you for your words because they're just words. Anyway, like I said, I knew it was men. I don't even have to read the article. I knew it would be men who let their testosterone get the best of them. Now, there's a need to get riled up. These types of instances aren't the time. Aren't the time. Aren't the time. And then when it's time to get riled up, where are the men? Where are they? Where are they? Another man to beat another man over stepping on his shoes, but let somebody rob an old woman. Oh, it's a tragedy. No one wants to do anything. Because your shoes are more important than the livelihood of an elderly woman. Right? No, it's not. We have to get our priorities straight as men. We have, as I've said plenty of times, we have a lot of work to do as men. And one thing that we need to stop doing is getting into physical altercations with other men over words. It just baffles me. And I'm going to stop because I feel like I'm going into a rant, and I don't want to rant. I want you to receive what I'm saying clearly and concisely. And so all I'm saying is this. When are you going to stop letting words cause you to be an idiot? If you like this content, like, share, subscribe. There's support links in the description below. talk to your brother, father, friends about being a man against nonsense. This is a movement, and it starts with you. I'll catch you guys on the next one.